It is something seriously wrong with this place. Prices going up on everything, food, insurance, medical, whatever. It's just everything's going up, but your paycheck ain't going up. We done had more disasters happen in the last 5 years than I can think about through the last 30 fucking years. It's like so much bad shit over and over and over again happens, and we just adapt to it, and it's fucking wrong. Like, there's something really wrong with this fucking place. And the most crazy thing is, we know it. Like, we know how fucked up and shady this place is. And we know how fucked up that they treat us, and how they just price gouge us to fucking death, and we don't do anything about it, man. We just adapt, and we'll talk shit, but then nothing is done, but we don't do anything about it. Like, I'm just fucking tired, man. Like, this ain't fucking living. This ain't fucking living at all. Poison in the food, poison in the water, poison in the fucking air. And it makes me think, like, are they fucking breathing in, eating and drinking the same shit as us? No. These people are trying to just get rid of us, man. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, man, because we out here just barely hanging on, and these people...
Alright, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your call and election assured, seeking out your own salvation, as well as you sisters that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husband. Shalom, shalom, okay? Brother Zachariah coming back to you with another lesson. And if you've seen the video clip in the beginning, I'm going to title this lesson, This Ain't Living, the Babylonian Experience, okay? So, you know, the Jake in that video was saying this ain't living. And he's right, this ain't living. We're in Babylon, we're in our captivity. This is our final captivity, by the way. But, you know, it's our final captivity, so it's not going to be easy on us, you know. The scripture says this place is not our rest, okay? So, you know, that's why I started off with Micah 2 and 10, all right? You know, this place is polluted, and how is it polluted? With the blood of our ancestors, okay? You know, so, you know, this place, and plus, you know, we're under the captivity of our oppressors, which is Esau, Edom, okay? So, this devil's not going to make it easy on you, because he has a perpetual hatred. It's in his DNA. It flows through his veins, and there's no changing this man, you know. This man hates you, you know. So, you know, Lord willing, this be edifying. You know, I did a lesson talking about how I've been down all week, you know, and it felt like I did a lesson in like 2 weeks, but it was only like 5 days. I looked on YouTube and I was like, it was 5 days ago since I did a lesson. So I was like, man, you know, so I went ahead and, you know, it made me feel a little better, you know, because I was trying to do something during the work week, but my back, man, it's just been bothering me, my lower back, which I did a lesson earlier today on that, you know, going into that matter, just saying that, you know, the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua need healing too. And we do, you know, we endure the elements. We make our body a living sacrifice. So sometimes doing those things, you could put a strain on your body. You know, it's good to also rest. You know, Yahweh Shai even rested. You know, a lot of guys might say, oh, you know, this Eve was telling me how she runs off 2 hours of sleep. And I'm like, that ain't good. You know, your body needs, you know, this is your temple and you got to take care of it. So you do need rest. You need proper rest, you know. Whether that be 8 hours or 6 hours or whatnot, but 2 hours, I know that's not good, man. That ain't good on your body, you know, because your body constantly moving and moving like that. It needs to rest, okay? Even Yahweh Shai rested, okay? So, but we're going to, Lord willing, this be edifying, though. I'm going to jump into some articles and precepts, and it could be lengthy, but I plan on trying to cover all this. All right, so Lord willing, again, it be edifying. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the first article. All right, and it says widespread iPhone 15 overheating reports with temperatures as high as 116 Fahrenheit. Okay, and that's hot, man. You know, these phones getting hot like that. These brand new phones, which I had a story because my landlord, you know, he was making mockery of our truth. You know, this, you know, I don't like to say religion, you know, but he would make mockery of us coming back to our heritage, and he was calling me all kinds of names like Mustafa, Moses, and all this stuff, and I'm like, what? You know, making fun of me and everything, which I didn't say nothing back in return. I just kind of looked at him like, really, dude? But you know, Yahweh Shimi Awashai judged him. You know, he ended up getting that COVID, and it almost killed him, because you know, he went a long time without going to the hospital, and they told him that if he didn't come when he did, he probably wouldn't be here. You know, ultimately he was being judged, you know. And then it scared him so much that he went and got the jab. So, you know, he's a ticking time bomb. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But back to these iPhones, okay? This is Isaiah 32:7, and it says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak of right. Okay, so you know, his wicked devices can be many things, and his cell phones can be that as well. You know, he could track you with these things and cause you to err. You know, using these devices like that. You know, we use them to do our lessons and things like that, but you can use these things to do wickedly. All right, and he can use these things as a weapon on you. I think there was a incident back then with what was the one singer, CeeLo Green, and he was on his phone, and I think the thing shot like it was a gun or something, and everybody thought it killed him because he dropped. He was in the studio on the phone, and it just went pow. You know what I'm saying? It exploded right around his ear and everything, but he survived. You know, no, I think there was minor damage or whatever to him, but that thing blew up like it was a gun. You know what I'm saying? So it just tells you, man, you gotta be careful. Esau and his devices, man. Okay. So there's that. Moving on to the next article, it says this one is AP News. It says Target to close 9 stores, including 3 in the San Francisco Bay Area, citing safety concerns. Okay, and a lot of that has to do with you know, instead of reading the whole article, it's a lot of looting and stuff going on. You know, they're going in, not looting, but shoplifting. They're going in the store stealing and all that, and you know, and they can't keep control of that. You know, and it's getting really bad over there in California with it. You know, this work is nationwide, but it's heavy over in California. You know, cost of living is extremely high out there. I tried to move out there back in like 2018, 2017, 2018, something like that. I was trying to, you know, move out there to LA, you know, because I was still pursuing the music back in those times. All right, but you know, also that was around the time I came into this truth. So I instantly, once I came into this truth and understood what this is all about, I gave that up. You know, I looked at what Moses did, and I was like, that's enough said to me, you know. But yeah, you know, they're closing a lot of these stores, okay? And that's scriptural. So I'm gonna bring out a couple precepts on that. Let's see. We're gonna go to the book of Ecclesiastes, all right, chapter 12, all right, and I'm gonna read verses 3 through 4. So just give me a second as I get it pulled up real quick. Like I said, it's a lot to cover today, you know, because I didn't get a chance to get lessons out through the week. So hey, I'll just get them all out today. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and I'm starting at verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birds, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay, and that's the times that we are in right now. You know, pretty much, you know, you're seeing a lot of, you know, the work is ceasing. A lot of these buildings are closing. So when these buildings close, then jobs, you know, so people are going to be hurting, you know, and there's not going to be any work. All right, and I got a precept to that in the book of Isaiah. Let's see. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 15. And it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Okay? And when you think about it, you know, you could say, all right, well, that's talking about Egypt. Okay? But America is modern day Egypt. It's the spiritual Egypt. Okay? So, you know, this place has many names. Babylon the Great, you know. You know, it was also known as Arsarif, you know, back when the tribes first arrived here, you know. So, like I said, it has many names, you know. This place is spiritual Sodom as well. So, hey, you know. But it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. And you can apply that to America today, you know. There's no work in this place, you know. So, and that's going to lead to a lot more of these places closing as well, because people are beginning to shoplift and all that and do things to survive. You know, people are going to go crazy, you know. And speaking of that, you know, there was looting going down in Philadelphia.
Security running.
Oh shit, I saw.
Niggas going crazy. Come on, boy. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, me too. Me too. This one got to look.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, and I'm going to start at verse 16. Okay, and it says, for there shall be sedition among men, in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, nor the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what you're seeing, like in that video clip. You know, people are beginning to loot and stuff like that. Even if it's for something simple as, I think they said a lot of it had to do with some game. The Eagles had lost to the Chiefs, so people was going crazy over that. But wait till, you know, the real stuff happens. You know, when the government, you know, they talking about the government shutdown, which we're going to get into that. But as well as, you know, when the economy crashes, you know, the dollar crash, you know, and all jobs were shut down, and people are on lockdown. People are going to go crazy. People don't want to be told what to do and lockdowns and stuff. People are going to go crazy. All right, so people are not going to care about their actions. They're going to be trying to do stuff to survive. All right, because a lot of them are not in this truth, so they're not going to deal with wisdom. You know, the Bible says don't follow a multitude to do evil, so you don't want to be stuck out there. All right, verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, and that's going to be like your lockdowns and stuff. Okay, verse 18, it says, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So people will be afraid, you know. And that clip will look crazy, you know. People wait. That's why I said wait till everything, you know, this is nationwide and everything is shut down. People are gonna go crazy. All right, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, and that's Jacob's trouble. All right, and that lack of bread, that's going to be your famine. You know, so people are going to be looking when there's no jobs, no money, and you're going to run out of food. You know, some people have enough food that can run out within weeks, maybe a month, you know. And let's just say 3 months. You might have 3 months stocked up. And if this thing prolongs longer than that, what then? You're still gonna go crazy. You're gonna begin start looking and food go, and the way that Esau's got this food out here now, this stuff spoils really quick. You know, I have to grocery shop every week just to get my fruits, because this stuff don't last, man. You know, under his rule, man, things are just, it's terrible. You know, like that man said, this ain't living. That's why I call this lesson, this ain't living. You know, because it's true. All right. So I got another precept here. Let's see. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 3. And it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Okay? And is that uproars of the people? You're seeing actually that happening worldwide. A lot of it's not being covered on the news here in America. They're not covering these protests that are happening over in these other countries. You know, people are fed up. They're overthrowing their governments and everything. People are fed up, man. Okay? Verse 4 says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so the Most High said talked about these things before they even came to pass. Said that this was going to happen. Because, you know, he ordained all this and set this all up. Okay, this is his movie. Right? Alright, so as you can see, you know, they said more looting was taking place following that. Okay, and then this was also something very, very intriguing. You know, this guy Benny Johnson, he tweeted this. All right, and it says Philadelphia BLM, which is Black Lives Matter rioter Meatball, who live streamed herself seriously looting last night in the name of justice on her public Instagram page, arrested. And you can see the picture as I posted on here. She got the tears and all that, which, you know, the scriptures tell you, go cry unto your gods, you know, in those days of your trouble, you know, cry unto them. You know, I'm roughly paraphrasing, but you know, they're not hearkening unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So when they cry like that, they're not crying unto him, and he's gonna laugh at your calamity, man. You know, like I was saying earlier, don't follow a multitude to do evil. Okay, I got a couple scriptures just on her matter. You know, this girl calling herself Meatball, man. You know, this is not the example our people need to follow. You know, you should not look up to people like this, man. People see us out on the streets teaching and they walk right past us, you know. But it is what it is, man. You know, they don't watch the lessons. You know, they make no accounts of our labors, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, we're doing this to seek out our own salvation. All right. But this is Jeremiah 31:22, and it says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. But the point was, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? You know, how long, man? How long you gonna keep at it, man? You know, and then you crying in your mugshot. You wasn't crying when you was filming it and laughing. You know, she actually filmed and was laughing, you know, and enjoying that. You know, but that's the mindset of Eve right now, man. They don't understand like who they are, you know, and the power, man, that comes with that, you know, the mindset. Okay, this is Isaiah 32:9. I'm gonna start at verse 9, and it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. See, she's being careless. All right, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Okay, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Okay, and you can clearly see that with Meatball. You know, she better repent and come back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know, there's a lot of men out there in Philadelphia on the highways and hedges. You know, they probably passed them up, probably made mockery. Okay, so you know, you definitely don't want to be following or listening to her. All right, so moving on, we're gonna jump into an article. This was interesting. All right, Elon Musk It says Elon Musk says the shoplifting epidemic is giving him late-stage Roman Empire vibes. America is going full Joker. And then it says, as chains like Target shut down, which I've covered that, amid rapid thievery, the tycoon worries whether America is unraveling as it seems. Okay? So, you know, I actually had a precept that I covered it already with another article, but I got this one that I can apply to this one. And this is in the book of Ecclesiastes, okay? And it says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, so there's no new thing under the sun. You know, what he's talking about as far as the Roman Empire, because this is the Roman Empire today too. Like I said, America has many names, man. This is America, this is a Roman Empire reborn, man. Okay, so you know, there's no new thing under the sun. If you know, he's talking about the old Roman Empire because this was happening back then before they fell. You know, it says a kingdom divided shall not stand. You know, a nation divided, you know, this place is divided, man. So it can't stand, all right? So, you know, all these things are coming into fruition. Salakia, y'all, give me 1 second. Just trying to brighten this up a little bit. It's kind of dark. All right, that's much better. All right. I was looking at it. I'm like, man, that's kind of dark. All right, it's getting close to sunset here, but like I said, I'm still going to try to cover and get all this out. All right, so I got another article here, and it says, BRICS, top oil producer ditches US dollars, accepts only local currency. Okay, and you're seeing a lot of this happening as well. You know, a lot is happening as far as like a lot of these oil producers and stuff, they're ditching the US dollar, and that's not good for this place. This place is going to go down. You know something is about to go down, especially when you come out, and today has been a clear day. Like, it's just been regular clouds, clear skies, and everything. These devils are not spraying that bullshit that they always spray in the skies. So you know something's up, man. Something's up, man. This devil, he's about to do something. But they're only accepting their currency, which we've been saying this. The money, man, is no good. This is why we tell Israelites, man, not to push that vibration. You know, they be pushing that vibration of, you know, get this money, get crypto, which I got an article later on that. Okay, this is James 5, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, which that's basically saying is corrupted too. All right, dirty money. And the rust of them shall be a witness against you. So it'll be a witness against them. Okay, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. Okay, ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. See, people get these treasures, which it tells us to lay our treasures up in the heavens. Okay, all right. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Okay, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, man. So it's heavy, man. All right. Get some more. Like I said, there's a lot to cover. All right. There's another article here. The American soldier Travis King. Okay, American soldier Travis King in U.S. custody after North Korea expulsion. Okay, when King fled into North Korea, he was a cavalry scout who had just served a 47-day sentence in a South Korean prison after he allegedly kicked a South Korean squad car and damaged it. All right, but he said that he was being mistreated here in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? He was being mistreated, and that's why he seeked refuge over in North Korea, but they gave him up over back to who he was running from. And I've been telling people, this is why we have no business in a military. You have no business in it, and they probably gonna do something to that boy, man. They're gonna do something to him. But this is why we tell our people, you have no business in there, man. I don't even have a precept for that. I just wanted to bring that out, though, to show you that you're not supposed to be part of the military, man. You ain't supposed to be in a police force and all that stuff. And a lot of them, they make you shave your beard and stuff and go against, you know, the ways of our culture, which is the Holy Scriptures. It tells you not to shave your beard and stuff. And you see him in the picture, he had that smooth face. Shave off all your facial hair. Okay? All right, moving on to another article. It says primary care doctor shortage worsening across the United States. Across America, primary care physicians are becoming increasingly hard to find. Doctors told NBC News, and Thompson the number of physicians is not growing fast enough to keep up with the aging population. Okay, so that's gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? You got all this stuff happening in doctors. You know, with my back hurting, you know, that's crazy. This lady, man, she took the jab, so she was feeling some kind of way, and actually the plant manager ended up rushing her to the hospital. And when she went to the hospital, the plant manager came back and said that place was jam-packed. It was packed, man. In there, I mean, people were just sitting. It was packed, man. And it's like, and I believe it, man. They don't have enough doctors to even tend to all these people and all these issues going on. You know, so it's crazy out here, man. That's why it's very important to take care of yourself and don't take that jab, which we've been warning people about. Okay? All right, moving on. You know, brother posted this on YouTube, which I kind of snagged it for the lesson. And it says, with a government shutdown just days away, Congress is moving into crisis mode.
Quickly to avoid a government shutdown, the deadline is now just 2 days away. NBC's Ryan Nobles joins us from Washington. So we asked you again, Ryan, how close are they to getting a deal?
Not close at all, Savannah. Good morning. And you're right. Only 2 days to go. Republicans and Democrats really not any closer to striking a deal to avert a government shutdown. In fact, at this point, the two sides aren't even really talking. And then there's even real division within the House of Representatives. Speaker Kevin McCarthy shooting down a bipartisan short-term spending bill that was proposed in the Senate in favor of moving a group of appropriations bills that really have no hope of passing the upper chamber. Now, if they cannot strike a deal by midnight Saturday, millions of government workers will not get paid. That includes active duty members of the military who in the past were given carve-outs to keep them paid during a shutdown, but that is not happening this time around. Now, members are expected to work through the weekend until an agreement is reached, but the speaker is in a tight spot here because agreeing to the demands of the GOP holdouts would have little of a plan that would have little chance of passing. And so then if he turns to get help from the Democrats, he could face ouster as speaker. So we're in a very difficult situation here on Capitol Hill, Savannah.
And meanwhile, the House Republicans are still planning on doing their first hearing in their impeachment inquiry of President Biden. What do you expect there?
Yeah, that's right. It's going to happen this morning. And in today's hearing, Republicans have invited 3 expert witnesses whose job it will be to piece together the information that the 3 committees investigating the president's family have collected with the goal of attempting to try and establish a link between Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings and the president himself. But at this point, they've really yet to uncover that smoking gun that specifically makes that connection. Republicans are hoping, though, a new trove of documents released yesterday by the Ways and Means Committee will help to establish that link. It's important to point out the president has said repeatedly that he played no role in his son's businesses. Savannah?
All right, Ryan.
Okay, so they've been talking about this government shutdown. You know, it's a lot going on with this, you know, but there was something I stumbled across, which is crazy to me, man. You know, another brother on YouTube, he posted this, and it says U.S. will pay salaries to thousands of Ukrainians during government shutdown. So how in the hell do you got money to pay them during the shutdown, but yet everything shut down here is going to hurt? Even our military won't get paid. People are not going to have, you know, all the government officials and stuff. This is crazy, man. This is why, man, it tells you, man, let me get that real quick. It says that a nation, you know, we look at a nation that cannot save us. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Lamentations, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Okay? These people, man, you can't put your trust in them. You got to put it in your Yahweh Shimi Awashah, man. Because Babylon, man, this place through, and they showing who their allegiance is to. It's definitely not to you, you know. Even you low-level Edomites down here, it's not for you, okay? So, you know, and this is another thing. Brother posted this. Like I said, a lot of brothers will post info on YouTube. That's why sometimes it's good to be on YouTube because you can see information that you won't see on the other platforms. And then there's a lot being pushed on Instagram as well. Okay, but this brother, he posted this, and it says gas $7 a pop in Los Angeles. So the government had to give us Tupac's killer to distract us. So, you know, that's one of the things they're saying, that they got the killer of Tupac. And that's just a distraction. You know what I'm saying? That's a distraction, you know, from the fact that gas is $7 right now out there. So people look like, man, you know, the scripture says a man will desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You know, gas is going to be outrageous, and it's going to only get higher, man. You know, like I brought out the article as far as the, you know, them ditching the dollar for the oil. That's gonna hurt, man. All right. This is another article here, moving on, and it says food prices are rising as countries limit exports, blame climate change, El Nino, and Russia's war. So they're blaming it on all those things, you know, which ultimately Esau Edom is playing a major part in this, because he wants this thing to collapse, because they want to usher in their new world order. Okay, this has been their plan all along. You know, they want to crash this thing. All right, and I got a precept for this, because you know this is causing food prices to rise, man. You know, that's scriptural. You know, like I said, pretty much everything that you see happening before our eyes, man, we can filter it through the scriptures. That's why people look at us, man. Some people get to the point where they say, man, everything don't need to have a Bible verse behind it. But hey, if you're not talking about, you know, the scriptures, then what the hell are you talking about? Because everything else is vanity, man. Okay, this is Revelations chapter 6, and I'm gonna read it in the NLT, starting with verse 5, and it says, when the Lamb broke the third seal, I heard the third living being saying, come. I looked up and saw a black horse, and its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Verse 6, and it says, and I heard a voice from among the four living beings saying, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. And don't waste the olive oil and wine. Okay, so a day's pay for just a loaf of bread, man. Hey, that's telling you, man, stuff. We told you that it might go to a store and might end up getting a loaf of bread for, like, you know, it might cost you $75 or something. You know, that'll be the times that we coming in, man. This is what we warn our people about. Okay. All right, Salakia, it shut down. I had to start over with a new lesson. Like I said, it was a lot going on. You know, I want to make sure that this camera is acting right. All right, I want to make sure it don't fall out, because I got it gripped on here, but it's in a different case, because it'll pop out. My other phone is pretty much down right now. I forgot to put it on the charger, so I ended up having to leave it. Okay, but yeah, food prices are rising, man, as countries, and they're limited their exports. So, you know, a lot of stuff will not reach here to Babylon. It's gonna, you know, so we're gonna be limited on a lot of things. All right, so moving on. All right, this is the Washington Post, and it says the U.S. doesn't learn from long history of threatened and real shutdowns. Okay, so we're on the verge of a U.S. shutdown right now, and a lot of people are not aware of it. You know, people are careless. People are going all throughout Babylon right now, and they don't even understand with the times that we're in. You know, but it says, you know, real shutdowns are coming. So, you know, it's good to be prepared and understand the times you're in and what you're going through. All right. I got a precept that go along with this in the book of Psalms. Let's see. The 49th chapter and the 11th verse. And I'm not going to read this one in the NLT. I'm going to read it in the KJV. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. And it says, Psalms 49 and 11, it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So a lot of, you know, and also Ezra said that they would think themselves to be in good case, because, you know, victuals will be so cheap. You know, like you'll go to a store. I remember I said something about this in one of my other lessons, that I tried to go, and I was getting, you know, I'm a health guru, so I try to watch what I eat and drink. And I had bought some orange juice, and my orange juice is almost like $5. but it's healthy. It's healthier. You know, the cheaper ones, they put chemicals and stuff in it. Well, this lady that was working at the Kroger, she was telling me, hey, why don't you get this orange juice? And she said it's on sale. And I'm like, I already got orange juice. She said, but this one's on sale. And I'm like, just because it's on sale don't mean it's good. I said, I'm good with this. You know, so that's another thing. People see that certain things are so cheap that they see themselves in good case, but that's not a good sign. You know, when you actually read that passage. All right. So, you know, they don't learn their history of the real shutdowns, you know. So when that thing comes, it's going to be crazy because a lot of people, you got a lot of government workers and a lot of people are going to be affected. All right. So we're going to move on to the next article. I got another one on Elon Musk. OK, and it says Elon Musk says the jab almost landed him in the hospital. You know, you got to watch your words on there. OK, and it says billionaire made comment to X claiming, you know, the jab effectiveness is on the decline. OK, so, you know, and I don't think that he took it. You know what I'm saying? We know in the book of Sirach it says never trust thy enemy. Okay, and so I'm not going to trust anything that he say, man, because this is the same guy that has Neuralink, and he's gonna, and you know what, which tapping into that MOTB. You know, they say that it'll put that thing in your mind, or you know, your forehead or your right hand. Okay, and that's what this dude is trying to do, man. So, you know, scriptures, like I said, it says never trust thy enemy. So, you know, him talking about letting him in the hospital, he could just be saying that. You know, they saying any old thing now. But even if you come out and say that that thing is not effective, people ain't gonna believe you. Even if it was that Fauci dude himself, if he came out and said it, the Dr. Fauci dude, if he came out and said that the thing ain't no good, you know, people will say, no, it ain't. It is good, you know, because they've been brainwashed so bad, you know. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy the way that we're the things that we're heading into. Okay, but you know, since we were talking about Neuralink, another article had popped up, and it says, this is Neoscope, and it says terrible things happen to monkeys after getting Neuralink implants, according to veterinary records. This is horrifying. Okay, and I'm actually going to read some of this article because it's very interesting. Because, you know, like I said, we talk about the MOTB a lot, and this is very important that you understand the times we're in, and the way that this devils are moving. Okay, let's see. So just give me a second, real quick, as I get it pulled up. All right, here we go. And it says, earlier this month, Elon Musk claimed X, formerly Twitter, that the monkeys who died during Neuralink trials were terminal cases close to death already. Yeah, that's what he says, you know. All right, you know, there's forgers of lies, physicians of no value, you know, Job 13:4. All right. He says, making it clear that none of them perished as a result of biotech companies' brain implants, which we heard, and I've done lessons on this, where it caused brain swelling and stuff in a lot of these animals. See, he's not going to say all that, because see, they want you to end up taking this thing. Documents viewed as part of the new investigation by Wired, however, as well as testimonies from former employee, contradict Musk's claims entirely. See, this is showing you as a division. You know, a nation divided cannot stand. You know, he's saying one thing, but then there's people that work for him and they're saying another, you know. Okay, and the details are as upsetting as they are damning. Okay, adding to a mounting case against the safety of Neuralink's devices. Okay, all right, and the timing couldn't have been more exigent either, with the Neuralink announcing on Wednesday that it's recruiting subjects for human trials. See, here's the harrowing casualty report per veterinary records obtained by Wired from the California National Primate Research Center, all right, at UC Davis, the site of Neuralink's primate research. Up to a dozen monkeys suffered grisly fates after receiving Neuralink implants, including brain swelling, brain swelling and partial paralysis. Okay, this is Romans 8:22, and it says, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth and pain together until now. Talking about your animals, man. A lot of them, man, they in these zoos. I just did a lesson on how these animals are going to turning on Esau. Okay, they're tired, man. They're in these zoos and they oppress and they tired. They should be out, and that's not their natural habitat. They should be in the jungle somewhere, thriving, man. But instead, he got them in these zoos, man, feeding them slop. All right. But this, you know, going into his Neuralink and that brain thing. All right. This is Revelations 13. And I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, to free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, your mind, your brain, okay? All right. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So we warning you about this, man. And they're clear as day coming out with it, telling you what they're going to do. All right. There's even images, man, of I believe they were on they were like ads or something, you know, like billboards and stuff, and they pushing the jab, you know, as well. You know, some people there's people that actually still believe that the jab is the mark, you know, which the only way it could be is if they're probably adding that. They could be having that RFID micro, you know, thing in there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. You know, some brothers have brought information out on that stuff, man. Like I said, we're not going to be ignorant to his devices. Either way, we're not taking that, and we're not taking his MOTB. But, you know, these are just some images of him, you know, and them showing the hand gestures, which there's a satanic hand gestures, but they're pushing the MOTB. Okay? So, you know, hey, you know, the wicked man, the wicked man, you know, you're father to the devil. All right? So now we're gonna move on to the next one, and I guess I can pronounce his name, R. Kiyosaki. He said Bitcoin will become priceless when CBDC enters market. Okay, and this is what we've been telling you about. There's a lot of Israelites pushing that crypto stuff. They got that, I call it that crypto spirit. They got that crypto spirit. Get that crypto. That's what they pushing. But we know that you know, we're not focused on that. You know, we're laying our treasures in heaven, which I have that precept, okay? But I got that, and then he had a tweet, all right, where he said, FED CBDC coming, privacy gone, Big Brother will be watching, okay? We know the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him, all right? Big Brother is Esau, all right? It says when CBDC enters the market, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and cash will become priceless. Start saving GSBC in cash now before it's too late. All right, but we're not even gonna do that. You know, our trust is solely in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, He's gonna provide. This is the same power that allowed manna to fall from heaven. You know, we have faith and we believe in Him, and that He's going to you know, take care of us, man, in these dark days. Okay, so we're not leaning towards any of that. All right, put our trust in all that, even though there's certain Israelites that push that crypto spirit on people. Yo, join crypto and all that. We're not into that. Okay, this is Proverbs 11 and verse 4, and it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Okay, so, you know, we're not worried about the riches. We're not worried about money. We're not worried about all that. You know, our trust is not in those things, because even if you had those, you're still not going to be able to buy or sell. You're going to have the mark. He said He calls us all. You know what all means? Come on now. All right. So one more precept, and then we'll move on to the next article. Like I said, there was a lot to cover, man. You know, so just bear with me. And Lord willing, again, man, all this be edifying. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19, and it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves can break through and steal. Okay, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay, so that might, you know, worrying about crypto is showing where your heart is. Okay, we're laying our treasures up in the heavens. Okay, and that's what you should be doing. All right, this is the last one. Okay, brother posted this on YouTube, and it says FEMA and FCC plan nationwide emergency alert test for 2:20 p.m. October 4th, 2023. FEMA is coordination with the Federal Communications Commission. FCC will conduct a nationwide emergency alert system EAS and wireless emergency alerts this fall. Okay, something suspicious about that, man. When they start doing these things, you know something bad is coming. Something bad is coming.
First watch the video, then let me know how you feel in the comments. Wake up, America. Message!
Every consumer cell phone will be part of a nationwide emergency alert test.
Now, this test is going to be sent not only to your cell phones, but it's going to be sent to your radios, your TVs, probably any of your smart devices.
And even if you usually have your phone on silent, this one you ain't going to be able to turn off.
The timing and the date is interesting because the term 10-4, along with its meaning, is part of terms used in law enforcement.
Y'all ever notice before they run a roller coaster, they do a test? Are they about to put us through a big roller coaster?
They're going to send a signal, and it's going to sound like a phone ringing. It's going to send you into a trance or a zombie-like state. You ever seen that movie Kingsman?
I didn't expect it to be that effective.
What kind of response are we talking?
100%.
So everyone's been affected, whether they have a SIM card or not. Don't use your cell phone.
Have you guys seen that movie, Cell? This entire movie is based around the idea that cell phones will transmit a frequency that turn people into apocalyptic zombies.
All right, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:3, and it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them." Because they're trying to say that everything is all right. This is just a test, and it's nothing. It's fine. Everything's okay. It's just safety, it's peace, safety. You know. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So something's up, man. Hey, we're not going to be ignorant of this man's devices, which I actually have that preset. All right. All right, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 3, and it says, oh no, wait a minute. My bad. It's the wrong one. All right, Salakia, 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11, okay? And it says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his devices, man, okay? So he's obviously up to something, okay? And this is why you should be sober and vigilant in these days, man, because this man is moving around, man, looking to devour folks, okay? Which I have that. And this is 1 Peter 5 and 8, and it says, be sober, be vigilant. Okay, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Okay, so Esau Edom is definitely up to something. All right. Matter of fact, there was an article going into the stuff with FEMA. It actually says FEMA delays $2.8 billion in disaster aid to keep from running out of money. The agency has paused aid for long-term disaster recovery in nearly every U.S. state and territory while scrambling to conserve cash in a case a government shutdown collides with hurricane season. So, man, something's up, man. Something's definitely up. But like I said, we're gonna keep watching and being vigilant. All right. So again, this isn't our rest, and that Jake, at least understood that this ain't really living, because this really isn't. Second Ezra 6 and 9, and I'll end it on this, but it just basically says that Esau was the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Okay, Esau being so-called white man, Esau Edom, and then Jacob being the 12 tribes, man, of you Negroes, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and those that the Israelite foreigners throughout the four corners. You might You might look like the other nations, but your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, meaning you're an Israelite, okay? You could look like an Arab and be an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? You know, we've been scattered everywhere, so we're all over the place. You can look like a Hawaiian and be an Israelite, you know? You can look like a Moabite, an Ammonite, you know, a Hamite, you know, any of these nations. You can look like an Edomite, an Amalekite, and be an Israelite, you know. But this is the time to wake up out of that slumber, Jacob. You know, it's time to wake up, because, man, there's so much going on. I just covered a whole lot in this lesson, man. You know, a lot is going on, and you need to wake up, because, you know, it tells us in the scriptures to begin to look up. When all these things happen, begin to come to pass, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. You know, we look forward to them chariots and getting out of this place. You know, I'm dealing with back pain and everything, man. But like I said, I pushed myself to come out, do the work. You know, I did a couple lessons earlier today, you know, and I'm in a lot of pain. It hurt, man, sitting, you know, doing those lessons earlier and trying to get out that chair. I feel like I got a piece of glass or splinter stuck in my toes, so I'm limping, you know, everything. And then I, you know, in order to come out here, I was packing, you know, a lot of bags and things out here, because, you know, I got my tripod and all that. I had to set up. You know, it's just a lot of strain on my back, you know, right now. I'm going through a lot. But, you know, like I said, you know, just pray for me. That's all I ask. I ask for, you know, brothers and sisters in this truth to pray for me, you know, that I endure and keep coming out, man, because I enjoy doing this, man. I enjoy doing this. You know, this gives me purpose. It gives me life, you know, and Lord willing, you know, it makes me acceptable in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that I may be pardoned of my sins and I can get out of this place, as well as you. That you be edified, okay? So, again, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel, and shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Until the next one, shalom.